Namaste programs, welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's bush trip in France, leg 10, from Carcassonne Salvaza Airport to Montpellier, LMFK, along the coast here to LFMT. Excellent. Alright, well we managed to give ourselves enough room to take off when we landed yesterday, or the day before, whenever it was. Last episode. Always saying yesterday and tomorrow when I mean 2 days ago and 2 days from now, because we do these every second day. Let's go. Let's go. Let's leave Carcassonne and head to Montpellier. Which, in my trip through France, in a car, I think, well, Carcassonne was one of my favourite places, certainly, but Montpellier probably took the cake. It was an incredibly interesting town. Very exciting place. Wonderful architecture, really nice people, really student kind of town as well. Young, hip, you know all that. These days I probably wouldn't fit in, but hey, that's life. That's getting old. So, 141 for 43 seconds. We're heading to autoroute A61 as you depart from runway 10 at Carcassonne Salvaza Airport. Head southeast and begin your climb. After a short distance, you encounter the A61 motorway. Well, I probably have already, have I? No, not yet. Where is it? There we go. There's the motorway there, I think. Not far. Not far. Get our flaps up. I would have probably taken this motorway myself to Montpellier. Montpellier. I don't know why I said Montpellier, but hey, why not? Bit of a spoonerism to get things going. 95 degrees for 7 minutes and 43 seconds to Lesignan-Corbières Airport. Follow the A61 east for approximately 20 miles. Eventually you will see Lesignan-Corbières Airport just beside the highway. Alright, well, settle in. We've got a bit of a trip in front of us. Give us a chance to enjoy the scenery. What's going on with my fuel? Feels a bit heavy. No, we're alright. We're fine. We're fine. I think I'll probably get up to... There's some mountains up ahead there. Well, some hills. I'll get up a little bit higher before leveling off. Look at that. Just with the bridge over the highway, it looks real to me. It just gives you that sense. I mean, it's obviously a sim. It's obviously a computer programmer, but, you know... with a little bit of, it just gives the gist of it. A bit of eye squinting, you know, it feels it. You feel it. Love it. Absolutely love it. Alright, I think that'll do. Let's trim down. Power down a bit, so we're not going too fast. And enjoy the ride a bit. We've done 1.5 minutes of 7.5 minutes. As always in France, just every square inch is covered by towns or little towns or farms. Seems rather populated. Look, every square inch was a bit of hyperbole. True. Get back on track here. We're still following the freeway. Eventually we're going to run into an airport, apparently. Must be a bit of a crosswind going because I keep ending up facing to the left a bit. There we go, back to the right a bit. We'll leave the wings a little bit of turn that way so that whatever's pushing us can push us in the right direction, because I don't just think this plane has even rudder trim. Doesn't seem to. Well, maybe ever so slightly. No, it doesn't seem to. What's going on there? Was that a cloud that was captured in the aerial photography that has somehow been mapped onto the ground there? Weird. Either that or there's a ghost town there. spooky. Look at that. Look at that. Just endless fields and farms. Beautiful. Just a beautiful part of the world. I guess not natural. I mean, it's naturally beautiful with the hills and the mountains and whatnot, but, you know, I guess just the beauty of farmland, which, you know, you can have mixed feelings about. Not exactly good for long-term survival of the planet, I suppose, but hey, it does look pretty. It does look pretty. Nuclear bomb mushroom clouds look pretty. Doesn't mean it's a pretty thing. Little town with an old town and a football stadium. Very, very, very typical of the region. Alright, we've done 4.5 minutes of 7.5 minutes. We're getting there. We're getting there. After we get through these clouds, we should hopefully see our airport that we're meant to be using as a landmark. See, here's another little town with not so much a little old town, but with a football stadium. Could be, well, football/rugby. I think football's very popular down here, but so's rugby. So, can we see this airport yet? Is it showing up in the distance? It could be there, just off my my nose. There's a possible black line. And then just sort of looking at maybe there somewhere. There's this. What's our timing? We're nearly 6 minutes, so that might be a bit far actually. We've only got 2 minutes to go before we're supposedly turning. The water off in the distance there. Oh, here's to the Mediterranean. I just made that song up. As you can tell, it's terrible. Mediterranean. With less singing now. Ah, no, yeah, there's the airport. I see it there, actually. Just under the 94 degrees. There it is. Yeah. Not landing here, but this is our marker for the next leg. As we follow the highway. This long snaking highway. Hello, Lesignan-Corbière Airport. So this must be Lesignan-Corbière? Is the town, is there two towns? Or is the name a hyphenated town? I feel like Corbière I've heard of. I'm not sure if I've heard of Lesignan. Maybe. It does sort of ring a bell. So, you know, maybe that's Lesignan over there. Maybe that's Corbière's over here. I don't know. We've got our windmills up on the hills here. Beautiful. With the clouds behind us. Just looks impressive, this game. It's insane. It's insane. You know, and things are just going to get better as we move on with technology. Alright, we're, I think we've almost passed the runway, have we? There it is, it's above us, so what's next? Yeah, now we're doing 96 degrees, a huge turn to 96 degrees from 95 for 4 minutes 54. We're going to Lake Barges, perhaps? And Narbonne, past the airport, continuing to follow A61 east until you reach Lake Barges and Lake Dariol. Dariol, south of the town of Narbonne. I know the name Narbonne, I don't think I've been there. I don't know why I know the name though. Maybe I have visited it. I'm not sure. I may have gone through it at some point, perhaps. I mean, this bush trip's not quite doing what I did. I went down from Bordeaux to Carcassonne to Toulouse and then across. I didn't go into the Pyrenees like this bush trip did. Look at that storm cloud in the background there. That looks nasty. Then I went to Perpignan, which is down here somewhere, and then I came up the coast to Montpellier from Perpignan. So we've sort of gone into the mountains on this bush trip, then back out of the mountains, and now we're heading across land rather than over the coast from the south. Slightly different, so we're seeing a little bit different than what I'd already done on my sort of personal bush trip that I did on the channel, which is great. Get to see different things. Although Montpellier is going to be the same, possibly. Through the clouds we fly, zoom, 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 zoom. Alright. Gonna have to do a bit of IFRing then. Can't see shit. Roger, roger, can't see shit. It's starting to get heavy on the right. What if I do a bit of fuel transferring? Ox pump on. Don't know if that's what we're meant to do. It's what I'm doing though. What I'm doing. I don't like this gradual using left fuel until all we've got is fuel in the right wing, so we're basically lopsided nonsense. Here we go. We've got the sort of marshland, whatever you want to call it, lagoon system, I guess, around Narbonne. This is Narbonne up here, I guess. Beautiful. We have made it to the Mediterranean. So are these, I mean, it said the lakes, the Lake Barges and Lake Ayrol. I'm not sure how you say that one. Ayrolle. Ayrol. Ayrol, I guess. So is that these? I mean, I only see basically one lake, really. And I'd call them a lagoon, if anything. Hello, what I assume is Narbonne. We've got a sort of newer section here. We've got an almost very large old town over there, judging by the colour of the buildings. Lovely. Probably an old Roman enclave or something. A lot of them are around here. I guess you've either got sort of old Roman towns or you've got more newer feudal. Trying to figure out what this is. Is this just a few bits of like water reservoir kind of things, or is it almost, it looks like a giant sun reflector or something? Alright, we've got to turn anyway. No time for questions. 114 for 259. The Mediterranean Sea. Make your way east beyond the lakes directly to the coast of the Mediterranean Sea. That, my friendly instruction manual, we can do. Yeah, pretty good, pretty good. Pretty damn good, if you ask me. But you didn't, but I'm telling you anyway. Alright, we can probably stop our fuel transfer now. There we go. Try and balance things out a bit. I feel like there should be an automatic setting for that, to use both fuel pumps, but I don't know where that is, and it's not set by default on this plane apparently, so it's the plane they've given me for this bush trip. I ain't gonna go read the manual for it. Maybe I should. Maybe I should find out how to professionally operate this plane. But then again, no, we'll just wing it, so to speak. We'll figure it out as we go along. I don't need no stinking manual. Cute little seaside resort area, old town, little hill with a thing in the middle of it. Fantastic, fantastic. Is this just part of Narbonne, or is this its own town? Probably its own town. Basically just a marina. It looks like the Millennium Falcon, that little area there. Aliens confirmed. Alright, we've done 2 minutes 40. We should be turning soon, I'm guessing, when we're right over the edge of the water here. With its little, whatever you call that, sea break dock kind of thing. Leaving a tiny exit for an entrance for boats to get in. Here we go, we're turning 55 degrees for 9 minutes 53. A pretty long leg this time. Which is cool, which is cool. Cape Agde at the coastline, turn and track northeast along the bay towards a cape at the town of Agde. Will do, let's go. Over the water here. Enjoy the serenity. Enjoy the little towns here along the coast. Amazing. And there's a lot of them. Lots of little lake lagoon places, all beaches. Yes, beautiful. It is a beautiful, I says. I cannot take such beauty. Well, we've done 1 minute 30 of nearly 10 minutes. Hope you're enjoying the flight today on Rover Airlines. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. My apologies if you can hear that tapping noise. It is in what we call real world pigeon trying to get in the window that is next to me. Fear not, it cannot get in. We are at nearly 5,000 feet. The pigeon will not be able to get in. Why this pigeon is knocking on my window in real world, I don't know. I guess someone else has taught them that if it pecks at the window, they get fed. Well, not here, mate. I feed turtle doves, not pigeons, even though pigeons are my spirit animal. Spoiler alert, I don't particularly believe in spirit animals, but if I had a spirit animal, it would be a pigeon. At least it was. It was, at some point. Who knows? Do spirit animals change? Aminals, as I just said? If you believe in that kind of stuff, let me know. Can you have different spirit animals? I assume you can. And that's the problem with these long legs, these long segments that go for 10 minutes when we've only done 4. I start to go a little bit mad. And we're talking about spirit animals all of a sudden. I guess that's just how it goes. I mean, we could look this way. There's not much to see. Back the way we came. Looking good. Keep an eye on the new little towns as they appear along the coast here. With their long rivers and their canals. Alright. Like we could do with going a bit lower. We've sort of gradually crept up a bit high, I think. We don't need to be at 5,000 feet. Maybe we can get under these clouds, because they're going to get in the road of us seeing things. A nice gentle descent. To, I don't know, 3,000-ish? 2.5 maybe? We'll see. We'll see how we feel. The gradual descent to avoid the cloud technique. Alright, we've done 5.5 minutes of 10. Nearly there. Nearly there. That'll do. That'll do in terms of lowering ourselves. We'll probably keep dropping a bit as we level off. There we go. Maybe get our power back up to 75, 80 or something. We'll go for 70 now and see where we're at. It's all looking kind of chill, calm, tranquille, peinard. You know how it is. You know how it goes. We're just sitting chilling, enjoying this this lovely flight through the beautiful Mediterranean coast of France. We've nearly done 7 minutes. There's 3 minutes to go. That's not so bad. I assume this is the town of Agde in front of us. It's calling this a cape. I don't know what the actual definition of a cape is. I guess it's a large peninsula kind of thing. A jutting out into the water. Huge canal entrance there. Hello, are you Agda? If you are, blink twice. Okay, fair enough. I will just assume that you are. Got some nice little buildings on the beaches here. Weird little circular cutouts on the beaches there. That's interesting. Through the clouds here. Yeah, yeet. We're going a bit slow all of a sudden, so let's give it a bit more power as we try and get out of this foggy haze. Good luck with that, apparently. There we go. We're finally coming out of this cloud. We've done 8.5 minutes of 10. Couple of minutes to go. Although, to be honest, the next turn is 1 degree to the left, so, you know, turn in inverted commas. So actually, maybe this was Agda up here. Look at this lagoon slash lake. It's gigantic. Everyone's living on a tiny flat strip of sand bank that no doubt will be underwater if the water levels rise any more than they already have, which they almost certainly will. So yeah, enjoy your little town here, people. In a few decades, I think this will be one big bay rather than just a lagoon and a sandbank. Still, you've got a nice view for now. Enjoy it. Maybe they'll be able to build some levees and stop the entire Mediterranean Sea from taking over. We shall see. Ha! No pun intended. Yeah, so I think we've actually done our turn. We're 54 degrees now instead of 55, so that's for 6 minutes 34. Bridge between Vic Pond and Ingle Pond. Keep flying northeast up the shore, besides the stretch of inland Lake Thal, and above the towns of Sète and Frontignan. Look for the D114 bridge ahead between two more small coastal bodies of water. Okay, interesting English use there. Ingle Pond and Vic Pond. 2 more small coastal bodies of water. Okay, I see. It's 2 more small bodies of water, not 2 more small bodies of water. Okay. It is correct English, however, you'd probably want to reword that so that it's not quite so difficult to read out, as it is ambiguous. Between another 2 small coastal bodies of water would be how I would say it, without changing it around too much. What's all these gritty, some kind of plantations of things? I wonder what they're growing there. Must be very, very salty soil. Weird. And all nice straight lines, little rectangles. Don't know what the kind of crops those would be. We've done 140 of 630. Heading to Vic Pond and Ingle Pond. Between 2 lakes, apparently. Well, 2 lagoons, that kind of thing. Absolutely fascinating part of the world, I tell you. Terribly interesting. Another whole section of town here with, well, look, that's not going to, it's got a nice hill that's going to save it from the rising waters. Not sure too much about the marina and whatnot. But I guess they'll make do eventually. A fascinating looking town. Beautiful. Tiny little football fields. A whole bunch of them. We've got a bunch of football fields over there. We've got one below us here. I guess they like their football on this, whatever you call this area. It's almost an island, but not quite. Alright, halfway there. 3:13 of 6:34. Whole industrial dock area. Now, to be fair, I don't actually know what the next turn will be because it's exactly the same heading. So in about 2.5 minutes, we're going to have to go 54 degrees for another few minutes. So why that got split up, I don't know. I guess just to point out the bridge, perhaps, because we're doing points of interest here. Although if we're going to do long points of interest like this, why not split them up even further so that we find out what these towns are called and maybe even a little bit of information about them and bush trip creators. Wouldn't that be nice? Like, you know, make it an actual touristy trip. Give us a bit of, you know, knowledge. Probably too much work. Probably too much work. Let's not kid ourselves. You'd have to Google the towns. You'd have to write down what it says. You'd have to rewrite it in your own words. You'd have to paste it into the program. Oh, wow. That would be outrageous. All right, 5 minutes. We've got 1.5 minutes. Where's this bridge between two ponds? Is this below us here? Is that what you're talking about? Is this a bridge? Is this a road below us? I don't think so. I don't think so. So, this must be the bridge it's talking about. To get to this little town here. What are you doing on this bit of sand here, you people? Come on. Come on, that's insane. That's insane. That's might as well be underwater. That might as well be underwater. I'm guessing this is the bridge. It's going to be about exactly the right time. We're at 5:50, 6:34 is when we're turning, so give or take 30 seconds above this little bridge. And in fact, the course already says 55, even though it's 54 on the instructions. So I guess we have already turned. The purple line is trying to get me back on proper track or something. There we go. So 54 degrees, although the purple thing's saying 55. 3 minutes 36. Cathedral of Maguelone, perhaps. Maintain your heading, but start descending as you fly over the 12th century Cathedral of Maguelone. Ahead, find the town of Carcassonne, just south of Montpellier Mediterranean Airport, situated between two lakes and the sea. I did a bit of a tour on the channel of Montpellier, so I sort of vaguely remember the airport. It is out over the water almost, I think. And start descending, you say. Alright, I will. I will. I shall do as you ask. I need to get under these clouds so that I can keep seeing what's going on. Actually, now we're 54 degrees again, so maybe... I don't know. I don't know what the purple line's doing. It's got a mind of its own. What have we done? We've done 130 of 330. We're getting there. We're getting there. I think these clouds are hiding what we need to be looking for, but hopefully they won't be too intrusive. Can we see the airport on this yet? Possibly not. If so, it's over on the right. Must be here somewhere. Must be here somewhere. I don't know where the cathedral was. Although that's where we're headed actually. So we won't be seeing the cathedral until we get to another minute and a half. So it's probably in this little town in front of us that we can't really see because of this dang it cloud. Hello, cathedral? Hello, anyone? Cathedral? I mean, maybe there's a famous cathedral in here, 12th century. How would we know what it looks like? It's not been 3D mapped in or anything, I guess. Could be any number of these things that have been turned into I don't know, office buildings when they're probably city walls or something. Don't know. Alright. Alright then. So another 30 seconds or so. We've definitely lost enough height. For now. Actually, we've got something here maybe rendered in. Don't know. Let's see. Let's find out. We've got other air traffic over possibly near the runway. Actually, no, that's just more buildings. That's just more buildings. Alright, there's the airport over there to our left. And we want to approach the airport from the south, it says, to runway 30 left. Okay, well, we're doing alright then. We're doing alright. Can we see this cathedral? It must be in this town, actually. Don't see it. It wants me to go that way, but that's to the airport. We're coming into land now. We don't necessarily need... Don't see any cathedrals, but hey... Could have been there somewhere. So we want 30 left. Alright. I can do that. We can do that. Get our flaps down. Get a bit more power. I think we're dropping a bit fast. So, yeah. Montpellier Mediterranean Airport. Approach Montpellier Mediterranean Airport from the south and land on the smaller runway 30L. I think I may have already read that out. If I did, my apologies for reading it twice. My mind was elsewhere. We're landing on the smaller one, are we? Is that really the case? I mean, that smaller one is really more of a taxiway, if you want my opinion. But anyway, I'm not going to complain. They want us to land on the smaller one. We land on the smaller one. Might actually be a bit high. Looking alright. Looking not too bad. Not too bad. We've got someone taking off. We've got someone taking off. We haven't got ATC, so, you know, it can't be telling me to go around or anything. This is a taxiway. Definitely that's 30R, the big one. Oh, hey, if I have to land on this one, that's what I'll have to land on. This is a taxiway. Alright, fair enough. Maybe I've landed on the wrong thing. Maybe there's another little... I think that maybe there's another one over to the left a bit. We're landed on the taxiway anyway. Don't really care. Let's get our brakes on. Yeah, it's not particularly happy about the speed I'm at. Is there a runway over there, maybe? On the picture, there might be. It does. It's even smaller than this, though. I think it was. I think. Let's have a look at this. I think that's a runway there as well. It's actually thinner than this. I landed on a taxiway. Doesn't really matter. You know, what am I, Harrison Ford? That was leg 10 of the French bush trip. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for watching. Thank you for existing. Au revoir. Goodbye.